Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys, welcome back to Up and Adam Channel 2. And since it's Monday, you guys know we have hot, messy topics. Now, obviously, I'm going to put this video out after hot, messy topics. So if you didn't join the live chat, then definitely go be a part of the replay crew. And thank you to everyone who has been so supportive with our Hello Prenup interview and just like kind of letting us share that side. It was so much fun. I don't regret a single part of it. And I'm so happy that you guys got to see a little bit of a different side of us. Now, with that, that's not what we're back to talk about. Brandi Glanville was talking about her face and how at one point she wanted to unalive herself. And Martha Stewart, somebody associated with her might be joining. Wait, I'm so confused. This is why we got to dive in. So smash the like button, show some love. We're not subscribed, get subscribed, and let's go. All right, guys. So we have to start with the Brandi Glanville and the whole wanting to unalive yourself. Let me just say this really quick. I don't take that lightly, and I also would never wish that on like your worst enemy. I think that it has to be a terrible feeling for anybody. So I want to start there. But something happened between Morocco and everything with Caroline Manzo to her losing her job to the lawsuits and the accusations. Something happened along this line to Brandi Glanville's face. Now, she claimed that she felt like there was a parasite in her face that was crawling around. It reminds me of like the Mummy, because they had those little beetles that would crawl into your skin and then just like eat you alive. And I'm always one for an analogy. You guys know that. But like sitting there thinking about that and thinking about a bug crawling in your skin, it's like, what the is that? So she also went on to make a point that she spent over $100,000 trying to figure this out. What really caught me by surprise was Vicky Gunvalson coming out and saying that she also got a parasite when she was in Morocco. So she feels like maybe they both got the parasite in Morocco. And I don't know if you guys are watching from Morocco, but let me just say this. I've only heard amazing things. You're not selling me on wanting to come visit. However, we got to get to the Brandi of it. I just wanted to give you guys, like a little preface. But she opened up about battling this suspected facial parasite because technically it has not been identified as such. This is what she's labeling it as. And this is what some doctors are labeling it as. But when you have 4 or 5 different doctors, they're charging you tens of thousands of dollars and nobody's giving you the same answer. Can you call it a parasite? I think that's like the biggest question. But she said that it caused facial disfigurement. And what I'm not going to argue is, yeah, clearly her face is completely different in like 2-3 years time. It's wild. It's like something just aged her like 10-15 years. I don't mean that in a negative way, because I was making a joke yesterday after our Hello Prenup interview, and somebody said something about my face. And so you sit there and it's like, nobody wants to hear that, right? So I'm not taking this lightly, like I'm making fun of her. I'm not, because it's me. Nobody wants to hear comments that are negative about their looks. But people also notice change, and that's a real thing. So she spent over $100,000 in medical expenses. She consulted over 21 different doctors to diagnose and treat her condition. And then there was the Nair moment. In the Nair moment, which if you guys don't know Nair, it's a hair removal cream. She put it on her face as like a DIY, do-it-yourself remedy, thinking that maybe it would kill the parasite inside of her face, and it left her face burned with visible burns. What? Like I would never put Nair on my face. But despite some of these setbacks, Brandi appears pretty hopeful, and she said if a parasite was there, it's definitely gone. Okay. And she noted that she feels like physically better, but she is dealing with some after effects. Now, with all of this and everything she's been through, she said there's been some mental health struggles. She had some thoughts about unaliving herself earlier this summer, but she gave credit to her kids for keeping her going. And she mentioned being hit with the the SH allegations from Caroline Manzo. I don't want to say that on YouTube, but she has denied this completely, and her cast has actually backed her on this. And she did share how negative media coverage it intensifies her anxiety. And sometimes she was in a fetal position. And she even said, I felt like I was in a fetal position for like 4 months. But her new treatment plan, I guess it's IV antibiotics, and she's working with a healthcare strategist to manage her mounting medical bills. But this seems to be working, so we're going to keep it. And for her, that makes me happy that at least something is where you're getting answers from somewhere. I would hate being in this position.
Looks wildly much better. How are you feeling after the Nair incident?
Well, that was nothing. Put it on. My mom put like tea bags on my face because it's like old fashioned thing that she does. And it turned brown, so it looked like someone scorched my face.
Have you ever been given a clear diagnosis that you had a parasite?
He couldn't say for sure that there was or wasn't a specific type, but they treated me with all of these parasitic medications and I did feel better. I just didn't look better. I think if I had one, it's definitely gone, but I am left with some residual really weird, crazy things that we're trying to figure out.
You said you had spent around $70,000 in medical bills.
It's well over 100 and something now. I saw 21 doctors.
21
doctors. I want to live my life again. I want to go outside. I want to socialize.
Your face looks wildly.
Okay. All right. I think what the most wild part of that is like it feels like it just happened overnight to her. Like it didn't seem like this was like, oh, okay, well, naturally your skin and your face is evolving and there's a progression and it's getting, you know, thicker or skinnier or like it's wrinkly or whatever. This just seemed like it took a life of its own. I think that's where I'm like, oh, I can imagine. But moving on. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Daisy Toye, but this is the rumor that's out right now. Martha Stewart's longtime makeup artist of 17 plus years is reportedly being considered to join the Real Housewives of New York for season 16. Now, initially, they were saying that it was Martha Stewart herself that might join, but that's been debunked. Her rep said, no, not a housewife. But as far as her background, Daisy's, she started with Martha by stepping in unexpectedly for a photo shoot, and she admitted that she admired Martha's openness to blending high-end and affordable beauty products. And she's also the founder of a skincare line called Elm Biosciences. So, okay, the woman's a boss. I'm kind of all about it. I want to know, are you joining? I mean, she's stunning. She's a boss. She has celebrity ties. If she's been working with Martha Stewart for 17 years, that means she knows Snoop Dogg. That means that she knows some people. I just hope that she's not like, who was the one on New York? Like, holla, Heather, where she was like, I used to party with Diddy. And now I'm like, you don't want to say that now, girl. You don't want to say you party with Diddy now. Better walk that shit back. But clearly she has ties. I want to hear what you guys think, guys. Pop off. Are we excited? Are we not? I know you guys are going to have all of the opinions. And of course, I want to hear every last one of them. I love you guys, and we'll see you so very soon. Bye.